Mark Hill from Greeen Leaves. So recently had a Greeen Leaves meeting, and we have decided to intervene in this general election. We are a non-party campaigner, which restricts the things that we can do, and we are also committed in our support for the Green Party, although not its policy of retention of EU membership. And therefore, there are limits on what we can do, but there are things that we can do, and one of them I'm going to ask you for support on now, and that is to help us with leafleting. Those leaflets will be made available shortly, and if people want to give us some support, there are places that we have in mind for them to go. We are obviously, as a Leave supporting outfit, most interested in those constituencies which are relatively heavily Leave voting, and there are many of them, including areas which are also quite strongly Green. What is often forgotten by Metropolitan Greens is that about a quarter of our 2015 voter base that then voted in the 2016 referendum, about 25% actually voted to Leave, not Remain. And therefore, while we are a majority Remain party, there is a substantial minority that agrees with Green Leaves and not with the Green Party's leadership. And that vote might well total something like 350 to 400,000 people that voted in the 2016 referendum. And of course, since then, there are many Greens that have essentially switched sides because they recognise the authority of a democratic referendum, even if that isn't the majority view amongst activists, conference goers and the leadership of the current Green Party. And this is a substantial minority, and it's also a key part of the left that did vote to leave the EU. And that left includes the many hundreds of thousands that are registered supporters of Labour Leave. Their vote probably of the order of 4 million at the 2016 referendum. The trade unions that sponsored the Leave side in 2016, such as Rail Maritime Transport and the Bakers Union. The hard left, such as the Morning Star, the Socialist Workers' Party and the CPGB, the Marxist-Leninist version. And then sundry prominent left-wingers such as George Galloway, Arthur Scargill, Tariq Ali, many others that oppose the EU, have always opposed the EU, and aren't persuaded by the social democratic argument that we ought to accept undemocracy as a way of securing temporary, often illusory, justice for workers and the environment. Now, if you would like to give us a hand, please will you email us. The details are linked here, and if you're willing to join us, there's also a link available to our membership site. Get involved and let's see if we can help change this election for good.